Hi, I'm Allie Hamilton from yogisanonymous.com, and I wanted to talk about maintaining your center. So really just the idea that we can never control what other people are going to do or want or say or need or feel, whether they're people that we know really well or people that we encounter as we move through the day. And we can never control what life is going to put on the path in front of us. What we can work on is the ability to choose our response. And there's a big difference between being responsive and being reactive. A lot of people just react, something happens and boom. In order to have the space to kind of figure out how you feel and where you're at and what's going on, some kind of practice that brings you into the now. In yoga, we use the breath. Right? The breath is the foundation of the physical practice because those inhales and exhales are always occurring in the now. You don't have to be doing yoga to become aware of your breath. You could do that sitting at your desk. You can do that driving in your car, seated meditation. Also using the breath and using all the sensations in the body to draw us into right here, right now. What happens when we're reactive is we're generally bringing some history into the situation. Somebody says something or does something, there's a big charge to it, and boom, we're reacting. We're saying something that we're going to wish we hadn't, or we're doing something that we're going to want to undo. It's a lack of control. It's just an acting out. A response is coming out of the present. Something happens, we're receiving what has just happened, we're not bringing anything else into it, and we're responding. When you start to tune into your body, it's such a huge gift because there's so much wisdom there. You could be having a conversation with somebody, an altercation, a misunderstanding, whatever it is, and realize wow, my shoulders are up around my ears. My jaw's clenched, my breath is really shallow. You can tell the person that you're engaged with what's going on. You can say I'm in fight or flight right now. I'm not feeling safe. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm feeling really reactive. I need a minute, I need a minute to just breathe here and come back to myself. The other thing that happens when we don't have a practice that draws us back into the now is we're robbed of time and energy. So somebody does something that is hurtful in some way or another, and we're boiling ourselves. We're replaying the interaction. We're obsessing and going over it, and there went 4 hours, that you can't ever have back again. So in that kind of a scenario too, just the ability to come back to the present, to come back to yourself, to consider, once you're calm, did you misunderstand what happened? Could the other person just be having a really bad day? There's just so much more space to practice compassion and patience and forgiveness. But when we're just, boom, something happens and we're reacting, you lose that power. You lose that power to choose. And I really wish that for you. It doesn't have to be yoga, but some practice that draws you into the now, that you work with consistently, a gift to yourself and everybody that you know. Namaste.